This is Portugril.
Don't get too excited.
This first-time restaurateur is working 2 jobs, but he still can't keep afloat.
I'm tapped. I can't go any further.
So the team is going undercover.
It's like chewing on leather.
Terrible.
They're going to fight for an authentic menu,
It was never served in Portugal. Why is it on your menu?
fight for a better space,
Are you crazy? Are you local?
This is where you are delusional.
and hope that they aren't wasting the last few dollars this family has.
Sorry, but I can't take money from my daughter.
The team has 6 days.
Maria from Portugril has called Restaurant Takeover and asked for help.
Churrasco Portugal is my dad's pride and joy. Restaurant Takeover, please help.
They have no idea we're coming. All the cameras are ready to go inside.
Here are your pen cams.
Great.
Done. Let's do
I
it.
love Portuguese food.
Portugril is getting Restaurant Takeover chef Corbin Tomaszeski, a 20-year veteran opening 3 new restaurants, and Restaurant Takeover designer Paula Velez from the design firm PVD.
Let's try this.
Don't get too excited.
Ay, ay, ay. Feeling of the place is no feeling. Doesn't have a style, doesn't have a direction. It's just a mix of things. It makes no sense.
It's really not a restaurant, it's a takeout joint. People come in, they get their food, they get out.
I want to try the chorizo,
Okay, and I want prego,
and we have to try chicken.
bird. Churrasco is all about grilled meat. And I'm expecting to see a lot of grilled items in the background, you know, charring, searing, you know, on the rotisserie, that type of thing. All I'm seeing is a bunch of words on some billboard there that don't really correlate with what's on the sign outside. I don't see the Portuguese thing happening.
Green and yellow table. Very ugly floor, of course. Expected.
How often you get to go to a restaurant and see the floor tile on the wall? That's creative.
It's very creative. Yeah. I want
And there's 1, 2, 3
different tiles.
different tiles. It's great. This is their menu.
This is
Their
a
very own.
calendar.
They have a calendar. I don't even have a calendar. Nothing like trying to impress people for the month of December with a little bit of trade banquet food.
Can you go get it?
Thank you very much. Well, apparently it's get your own damn food.
What we got here?
We got calendar food. That's what we got. That's the prego.
I know, but the onion doesn't look cooked.
Everything just kind of seems flat. It looks bad.
Okay, first bite.
Right.
It's not bad.
I like the sauce.
It's not bad, right?
I think that's their puri. The sauce on the chicken is nice.
And the potatoes. These potatoes are definitely not good.
I'm not even gonna eat it because I know what they taste like. They taste like chemically
I
infused
dare you, you have to eat it.
tubers.
I ate it,
They've
you
wrecked
eat
the
it.
tuber.
This is not fair.
I'm not
You
eating
eat
it.
that potato.
I'm
Yes,
not
you
eating
are.
it, no.
Yes, you are. You're
is-
eating the potato.
I'm not eating the
You're
potato.
eating the potato. This is not fair. You're eating the potato. You know, we're in this together, right? Do
Look
around
at
here, you know? Like,
That was delicious. Parisian potatoes, what the hell? What is this, 1970? Those are canned mushrooms. I hate canned mushrooms. It's so well done. It's like chewing on
no,
leather.
terrible.
Imagine shaving the end of your boot off, slapping it between a bun, and throwing canned mushrooms on top, because that's exactly what it was. Eat some of the veggies. You didn't try it.
I did. I tried
Someone has
the
gone to a lot of effort to cutting these vegetables in this shape,
So,
and then severely overcooked the shit out of them.
the sausage is dry.
It's like chorizo jerky. They're completely overcooking everything, beyond recognition, beyond taste, beyond everything. Do a little ceremony for this sirloin, because he's died in vain. Rest in peace. I'm done. Are you done?
I'm done like 15 minutes ago.
Enough's enough. Hey. Are you the owner?
What's going on here?
We're from Restaurant Takeover.
And we're shutting you down.
Seriously?
Tell me about this place. I want to know the story.
We opened it up a year ago. The whole idea came when we were traveling in Portugal, and we stopped Tasca to Tasca, restaurant to restaurant, and the food was fresh, clean. It was incredible. It was really, really good. And I turned to my wife and I said, you know what, this is what Canada needs. This is amazing. So I tried to recreate it, but running a restaurant isn't quite as easy as
It's
other
not
people.
like you go on vacation, say, yeah, I love a restaurant, you come back, you open it, and it's all wonderful.
But you know, I gotta blame the Food Network for some of this.
Oh my gosh.
Because you guys make it look pretty damn easy on TV.
What kind of person decides to open up a business because they went on vacation, they liked it, and saw it on TV? Had you ever worked in a restaurant before? Have you ever ran a restaurant?
No.
I have no culinary experience. I have no cooking experience. I don't even know how to cook, but I'm gonna open a restaurant. Maria, how do you fit into this?
I'm his daughter, and I manage the place when he's not here.
So you run it.
I do.
And you were also the one that called Restaurant Takeover and asked for help.
I did. I just see him working so hard, leaving his other job, coming here at night, getting home late, and not having what he wanted, what he envisioned to begin with, and I just wish we can give that to him.
Now, you say other job. Does that mean you have 2 jobs?
Yeah, I work full-time in maintenance. What I envisioned as food or whatnot isn't getting out the way that I would like.
Okay.
So I come back and I try and correct it, and then it's
But that's the problem.
that is a problem. But I can't.
You're
be at
not here, so-
I can't be at 2 places at the same time.
That's the problem.
And without the other income, I can't have this, and I can't lose this because there's just too much invested in it.
He's totally caught in a catch-22. Entre más trabaja en su otro trabajo, más plata está perdiendo en su restaurante. Y si está perdiendo plata en su restaurante, entonces tiene que trabajar más en su otro trabajo. So Maria, what do you think about the design?
I don't think he had much of a choice with the budget. It's definitely not what we envisioned, for sure.
A tasca is basically a Portuguese tavern that serves tapas.
Meats and tapas and
Yeah, that's what I envisioned. It would be a storefront or whatnot, and then you'd have basically a sidewalk, which is found throughout Lisbon.
So why didn't that happen?
And when I leased this place, there was a hood, there was a makeup air unit, everything was in place. After signing the lease, the hood, the makeup air fan was gone. There was a big hole, water on the floor. So the budget that I had to recreate the place as what I envisioned just didn't allow for that anymore.
They saw him coming. The previous owner saw a newbie, and they ripped him off. When it comes to your food, I think that you are a fraction of what you were aiming for when it comes to a taste of Portugal. You talk about having this great quality, authentic, European-style foods. How did that change into big old sandwiches?
People, they want maximum fulfillment for minimum price.
But here's the thing, and I've been in the restaurant business for a long time. People don't mind paying the price if they get everything else that comes with it.
It's true.
The quality.
For the most part. But then you have to listen to, oh my God, a quarter more for your chicken. Jesus, I can
Here,
go.
newsflash, you don't want them. If we don't help you, what happens?
I can go maybe, I don't know, 4 to 6 months more. But after that, it's just too many hours, and I'm tapped. I can't go any further.
I would hate to see this. I'm gonna get emotional now. I'd hate to see him lose it, for sure.
Where's the beautiful little girl?
This is my daughter, Nicole.
Oh, hi, Nicole. What a cutie.
Thank you.
Listen, the way it works is this. Restaurant Takeover will match you dollar for dollar, which means the amount of money you give us, we match it. Exactly, Nicole.
That's how I feel.
But it's a big amount of money. $15,000. We match it, gives us a combined budget of $30,000. We will get full control of the restaurant. Paul will have full and complete control of design, and I take over the food, the menu, and the entire food operation.
Wow. Well, I don't have the $15,000.
I have some money saved.
No, your money is your money, and we can't put it into the restaurant here.
I would really, really love to do this for you.
I just can't take money from you. I'm sorry, but I can't take money from my daughter.
Well, this isn't gonna happen on its own, so.
$15,000 is money, but it's, it could help it and make her successful and give you way more money.
But it's my daughter's money. It's extremely hard for me to accept help from her because it has to be the other way around.
After going undercover,
Rest in peace.
Chef Corbin and designer Paula seized the restaurant
And we're shutting you down.
Seriously?
and now are demanding $15,000 from owner Joe.
Well, I don't have the $15,000.
Money he will have to borrow from his daughter.
I just can't take money from you. We'll do what we can, but I can't take my daughter's money.
Can you afford to do this?
We're at a place right now where we can, and we would love if he would let us, yes.
I get that you don't want to take her money. You know what? As a dad, you feel that you have to do certain things and you don't want to take your kid's money. But I don't know if you're in a position where you can not accept it. We need a decision here.
Dad, you've worked so hard for this. I mean, he's put so much money into it. I would hate to see him lose it. Please just take this help.
I don't know what to say, but thank you.
I insist.
We're agreeing they're going to take the money.
We are.
You're going to agree to stay away for 6 days.
I'm out of here.
You're going to give us complete control.
It's yours. I never in my life imagined that I would be accepting help from my sons, daughters. It doesn't make any sense for me. It's extremely hard.
And the key, please.
Welcome to Restaurant Takeover.
100% I'm nervous. There's a lot at stake here. Before it was my money, and now it's my daughter's money. There's now a different equation in the loop, 100%.
Well, here we are there, Joe. Before we start cooking, I have to address the horrible potatoes that I ate yesterday. I know they come in those ready-made bags.
They're beautiful.
They're not beautiful. They have a preservative in them, and that's what makes them not so good. Would this be something that is served in the heart of Portugal?
No. Where don't we have chemicals right now? What is organic?
What are you making?
We're gonna make the pork and cheese. I'm definitely proud of it. People talk about it. We are the home of the pork and cheese. First, we start off, take a couple of onions.
You have no cooking experience?
No.
Other than from Mama?
Other than from Mama and Grandma. This is enough onions. We go ample, some garlic.
Let's talk about the pig. You get it from a local butcher?
I do.
Fresh?
Fresh. And this is a shoulder.
You've always used pork shoulder?
Always. We use a little bit of kosher salt.
I'd like to have pig with my salt.
I don't like a lot of salt. I like a balance of salt.
He's pouring salt on it, and he's calling that balance? So you do a little dry rub action. Salt, pepper, and the magic glue.
That's it.
Which is a ready-made mustard.
A ready-made mustard, yeah.
Talk about a lack of originality. Salt, pepper, and mustard.
Rub the pig.
Do you think it's very authentic?
Yeah, this is definitely not Portuguese. I came here when I was 3, so I'm as Portuguese as I can be. So then you put it on the bed of...
Onions, apples, and garlic.
There you go, thank you. So next, we need a little bit of apple juice. So we just pour it off to the side, just to give it some moisture.
Do you marinate this overnight? Do you anything? No?
No. This goes into the oven overnight.
At what temperature?
225.
225 all night long.
All night long. Right now we have another one going that we left in.
This is the after. It smells like an old sow.
Pan drippings.
He's just adding the same thing you already had. So what are you doing? You're taking a sauce that wasn't very good and still making it not very good.
Let it simmer.
How's this looking? Is that looking like it normally does-ish?
Yeah, without the lumps.
No, it is. It's this defective masher. It's too coarse.
Easy. That masher came all the way from Portugal.
Japan, right there.
Okay. It should be covered in the sauce. Let's grab some bread.
Now that bread looks good.
This bread is pada.
This is authentic.
Yeah. And it's usually about half a pound of pork per sandwich.
Now, what kind of cheese do we use?
Cheddar.
Would you go to one of those little taverns in Portugal and say, you know what, give me some orange cheddar cheese? I doubt it.
I created something that is Canadian Portuguese, not Portuguese. Man?
Pork and cheese.
Pork and cheese.
Am I hesitant? Absolutely, because I saw all the crap he put into it. It's exactly what I thought. Tasteless. I don't taste apples. All I taste is mustard and salt. This is no different than any other chop shop that has got a crappy sandwich on the block.
I didn't think that the quality was lacking.
We're gonna adopt a new philosophy on Portugril, and that is authenticity. Is this authentic?
No.
New menu, new everything. And the question again is, it was never served in Portugal, why is it on your menu?
I want to bring some character into the place. I want to bring some elements that are really traditional in Portuguese. First of all, what I really want to make is a very family Portuguese restaurant. So I want people to walk in and feel they're in Portugal. Arts and crafts, painted handmade plates, all these Portuguese elements that reflect their food. This wall is very important. We're gonna extend it almost all the way to the end, just leave an opening for the bathrooms, because right now they're just using that as a storage and it looks terrible.
So this becomes an accent wall.
That becomes an accent wall. And I want this area not to have food. So we're gonna have to move this unit there. So it's just cash, bar, food area.
What are we gonna do here then?
I still have a couple ideas. I haven't fully figured out. We're gonna keep the coffee area.
Hey, we're starting. You should have your plans done by now.
Hey.
Don't tell me you haven't figured it out.
One thing at a time. Listen, there's enough to do for you here right now. Let me think about that later. What do you think about these tiles here?
I think they're hideous. They're white bathroom tiles.
So I'm gonna replace them for these gorgeous hand-painted Portuguese tiles.
Hand-painted?
Hand-painted, original.
That sounds very expensive to me.
They scream Portuguese. It screams family. It screams arts and crafts, which is very into their culture.
Usually when they're hand-painted means they're done on clay, very thick tiles. Look at the size of this thing. And you want to wrap it all around, right?
Yes.
And you want to extend it that way.
Yes.
And then you want to clad it all in this hand-painted tile.
Exactly.
They will be thick, they will be made out of clay, they will be uneven, they will be small and hard to work with, they will take time to install, and unless it's really, really necessary, I will be fighting it.
Yes, arts and crafts, handmade. It's all expensive and time-consuming, but that's what's really going to bring the character to the place, so I have to make it happen. The tiles I can't compromise. I'll compromise on anything else.
No, well, we'll see.
Except the floor, the ceiling, and that back wall.
Somebody definitely went nuts putting all these tiles in this place, so I'm gonna go crazy taking them down. It's fairly big. There's a lot of flooring to do, ceiling tiles, walls, and bars, and yeah, it will be a lot of work to put it together.
Today's the day to say goodbye to the old Portugril. You ready?
Let's do it.
Welcome to Portugril.
Wow. Looks like Igor sharpened his axe a little bit. A little overwhelmed, I think.
A lot of hard work gone.
I know that it's all for the best, and things will be changed to what they should have been from day one.
Onward and upward, right?
That's correct.
Only one place to go. This looks like bad takeout food.
Let's just go to the garbage. Just get them.
This is bull.
Chef Corbin and designer Paula went undercover.
Everything just kind of seems flat.
Took $15,000 from the owner's daughter.
Please just take this.
And now have to turn an uninspired menu.
Is this authentic?
No.
And a cold and uninviting space
They're white bathroom tiles. I think they're hideous.
into something better.
Onward and upward, right?
That's correct.
The team has less than a week to pull this off.
Okay, Joe, I wanted to talk to you about your menu. And I thought, what better way than a visual presentation of your menu, which is your calendar here. Did you make this calendar?
I did.
In the restaurant business, you really get one shot to win over a customer. It's that first impression. And when you don't take the time or the effort to really showcase your food properly, you're gonna lose them. Half chicken. Where the hell do you see a half chicken? All I see is some frickin' limb that was been fricked off some bird put on top of a bun.
And the calendar was put together in 3 days, but we thought that the pictures were pretty good.
Okay, family meals. This looks like bad takeout food.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
What is this?
This is
The roast beast.
the roast beef. It's a big-ass roast beef sandwich.
It looks like a bun that's vomiting. You know, he's an angry sandwich. I don't like it, the roast beast. Desserts. Every restaurant needs a good dessert. Or as you like to call it at Portugril, the desert. What do you think I see here?
See 2 delicious tarts and a creamy rice pudding.
They're burned.
Oh, yeah.
No!
You ask any Portuguese person if
Well,
it's
you know
not
what? Bring
burnt.
on the Portuguese people because I will challenge you.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody wants black food like that. And if it looks burnt, chances are it's going to taste burnt. You know what? I'm going to give you an A on the name and the use of the grill. But I'm going to give you a big D for duh.
I think he goes overboard a little bit.
There's no authenticity here. He may think that he's doing something from Portugal, but the Portuguese food isn't there. And I'm very disappointed in him. For me, it's all about the grill. If it doesn't go near the grill, we don't put it on the menu.
Okay.
You got it?
I got it.
So far, we've been doing pretty well. We've done a subfloor, then we put a new floor over it, then we extended a big wall. Pretty much done all the drywalling. The bar is framed, so things are progressing pretty well.
Joe, you ready?
Let's cook.
The first dish that I'm gonna make for Joe is the drunken pig sandwich. Why? Because the pig sandwich he made me, the pork and cheese, was crap. I hated your pork and cheese sandwich. However, I am gonna take some inspiration from you and we're gonna use your existing Portuguese bread.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep the pig.
Pig is good.
So we start with a little bit of ground cumin. Remember your mustard?
Yep.
Hated it. This is a mustard seed. So we're gonna put a little smoked paprika. And then we're gonna add some pepper, a little bit of salt. Notice my portion of salt. I now know why Joe sells so many beverages at his restaurant, because they're all salted out. And then we've got a mixture of fresh herbs, okay? There's oregano, there's thyme here. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic.
Cerveja.
Portuguese beer. And just, you know, you can marinate them for a few hours. You're gonna grill them. While that's grilling, we're gonna do some vegetables for your sandwich.
Okay.
We're gonna use peppers today. The other thing I have here is some onions, okay?
Yeah, Corbin, this looks really, really nice. The problem that I find is once you start using beer and certain cuts of meat or whatnot, you're getting into a different price point. So my problem has always been the reaction that I get from my customers. I know that I've increased something by a quarter. A lot of people are like, wow, oh man, what, now you're...
Here's a news flash. If the sandwich is crap to begin with, they're not gonna wanna pay more money for it. What confuses me is I don't think he really knows how to price his items. If you don't know how to cost food, you're in the wrong business. You should work in a soup kitchen where you give food away for free.
This wall is the only thing that's kind of like worrying me. I'm just not sure just shelving and paint is gonna be enough. It's like a focal point wall. It's the first thing you see when you walked in. I think a stone is the way to go. I actually already ordered. I just wanted to tell you.
Designers never ask, they just demand.
What I also wanted to mention is half of this wall up, I want to put a lot of plates, hand-painted plates on the wall. But the question is how would you glue them? Like, how can you do that?
Why would you put plates?
Oh, come on. Okay.
You know, they're kind of fragile things on the walls where hopefully this restaurant's gonna get really busy. So a lot of people, a lot of movement, plates on the wall.
They're high up. They're not like seating level, so it's okay. It's under control. All I need to know is how we put the plates on the wall, and that's what I'm asking you.
I don't do plates on the wall. I'm not sure what makes it so tricky. Maybe it's the design of the plates that they were supposed to be on horizontal surfaces like tabletops.
The good news is that I figure out how we're gonna buy these tiles. The ceiling stain, that's how we're gonna make up for that. So.
But I already took half of it down.
Yeah, I see that. Well, just like put them back.
They're in the garbage. You said we're replacing them with new ones.
So let's just go to the garbage. Just get them. Come on, you're super eager. You can do it. You'll figure out.
But most of them.
Recognize this?
Oh yeah, that's chorizo.
We're gonna grill some of this too. Bread. I'm gonna show you a trick to how to prevent your bread from getting too soggy, okay? We're gonna toast it. So what I did is I made an apple butter.
Ah.
It's whipped butter with some fresh herbs and some pureed cooked apples. And all you do is you're just gonna smear it. Same thing, grill. Joe has the 4S sandwich. Soggy, sucks, and salty sandwich. Mine is succulent, it's savory, and it's spectacular. Pork, beautiful.
Love
Not
that.
overcooked to hell. I'm gonna slice up some pieces here. Mass amounts of peppers here. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Put a couple pieces of this on there. This is a smoked cheese all the way from Portugal. Put your top. Do you see the difference?
Complete difference.
After you.
That's a really good sandwich.
You like this one, you're gonna like the next one.
Oh, this one's just amazing. In my restaurant, it has to be what I want. And it'd be very, very hard to just drop the pork and cheese, the second best-selling sandwich in the restaurant.
He better lose that pork and cheese sandwich because this one is 1,000 times better.
This is bull. It's f***ing gross. I pulled a couple of tiles out of the dumpster and they do not look pretty. There's stuff all over them. I don't know if somebody was murdered or maybe just hot sauce. I'm just gonna say it's pretty disgusting.
I can't do it.
You are delusional.
2 days left, I'm gonna be dealing with this. Like, I didn't have enough here, like, seriously.
They went undercover,
The sausage is dry.
took $15,000 from the owner's daughter,
I insist.
and now have to come through.
I have to make it happen.
But Joe doesn't think his customers are going to buy Corbin's menu.
Here's a newsflash. If the sandwich is crap to begin with, they're not gonna wanna pay more money for it.
And Igor doesn't think that Paula is right this time.
How we put the plates on the wall.
I don't do plates on the wall.
The team is down to a matter of days to come through.
They're in the garbage.
Let's just go to the garbage.
After spending some time with Joe and really you kind of drilling down to the idea that it's all about the grill and all about Portuguese, it made me think that, you know what, I gotta make some changes in the floor plan, but more importantly, the layout of the kitchen. I wanna take this table, put it right here, do a little sneeze guard action with a hot plate on the bottom, a heater on the top, and showcase all the beautiful grilled meats and foods all right here. So when people come in, they're gonna say, I have this, 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 and that. That's it.
Sounds beautiful. How much is that gonna cost me?
My stuff is only like 5K, 5,000.
No.
No, it's 5,000.
No, it could be 10, 5, 2. I can't do it. I can't.
Why not?
Because I don't have the money, Corbin.
We'll figure it out.
I have to do the floors, the counters, my tiles cost $4,000.
See, this is where you are delusional. $4,000 for tiles where you just look at. $5,000, which is the entire focal point of the restaurant, food. Let's not forget the name of the show, people. It's Restaurant Takeover. Restaurant. This isn't design takeover. You can figure it out. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it.
What's up with the buddy thing?
All right, Joe, I gotta make you another sandwich. We ordered the prego sandwich. Now, what does prego mean in Portugal?
A prego is a steak sandwich.
Steak sandwich. Well, what I had was shave the bottom of your shoe off and throw it in a bun sandwich.
Holy mackerel.
You ever chew on a shoe?
I have not. I don't know how many old shoes he's tasted, but I think that's a little bit exaggerating a little bit.
When was the last time you ate your prego sandwich at the restaurant?
At the restaurant, made by somebody else, it's been a long time. Maybe they overcooked it. When I'm not there, things do run awry a little bit.
They cook it in a frying pan and they cook the living HE double hockey sticks out of it. He needs to get his butt back in the doors there, making sure that the people he employs are doing their thing. Because I think they're slacking. It was really bad. And what topped it off is he used canned mushrooms.
No explanation for that.
So we're gonna make them fresh.
Okay.
Mushrooms and steak. And it starts with the beef. You like to use a sirloin. Fairly inexpensive cut of meat, slice it really thin. What you end up with is this kind of stuff, right? Olive oil. Portuguese red wine. Sliced onions or chopped onions. Pinch of chilies, a little heat.
Yep.
We've got some parsley here. There's fresh thyme here, there's oregano, there's sage. And then here, this is just a dry blend of piri-piri. So it's got the chilies, it's got the paprika, it's got all that fun spice. Just let it marinate, okay? This one I took the liberty of marinating, last night. Before I put the steak on the grill, though, I want to start the mushrooms. Olive oil. And then we do a mix of your favorite mushrooms.
On a prego sandwich, there are no mushrooms. There may be a little bit of raw onions, mustard. That's it.
So you take the meat here that's been marinated, and you're just gonna cook it.
Look, I found this amazing black and white picture for a very nice wallpaper. It's very Portugal, huh?
Very much so.
It's nice. So can you imagine this in a cool wall, black and white?
And where are you gonna do it? Here? On this wall?
No, we're gonna do it here. like what the stone wall is.
What are you talking about?
I changed my mind, and this wall is gonna be down, and we're gonna do the black and white picture.
Paula, we're opening in 2 days. You know how much is done to this wall? I got layers of concrete board, I got stone, I got mud on it. Why don't you put it on that wall?
Because that's the chalkboard. I want to talk to you about that later, and that's plates. So we just have this wall, and this is just stone. I mean, it's nice, but it's not giving me the feel I'm looking for.
2 days left, I'm gonna be dealing with this. Like, I didn't have enough here, like, seriously.
This one, when you serve it, you gotta serve it fast. You don't let it sit there for an hour and a half.
Agreed. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Look at this sandwich. Come on, come on. Look what I'm doing here.
Get out of here.
That's a nice sandwich.
That's a hell of a sandwich.
Okay, we'll slice it in half again. And what you end up with is this. This is the biggest sandwich that you've got, man.
It looks great.
Cheers.
Cheers. Very, very good.
Is it Portuguese?
It's a steak sandwich. His sandwich was good, but it was a steak sandwich. It's not a prego sandwich.
It's better than yours.
It's not a prego, though. I'll tell you, prego is steak on a bun.
Well, you've got steak and we have a bun, so what's your problem?
There's everything else in it.
Well, here, newsflash there, Joe. You had canned mushrooms on yours and you cooked the out of that beef. So who's making the right beef sandwich now?
I'm just explaining what a prego is.
Well, I just changed the prego.
Okay.
I'm not Portuguese. I don't claim to be Portuguese. I've never lived in Portugal. But saying that can't stop me from telling Joe where he's at and telling where he needs to be, and hopefully bringing back that influence, and hopefully we'll inspire some creativity in him again.
Paula, don't you think you're taking it a little bit too far?
I did it once. There was mutiny.
I don't give a
Can you please hurry up?
This is it.
You are delusional.
The team is almost out of time.
2 days left, I'm gonna be dealing with this.
And Igor is tired of Paula's changes.
It's a nightmare.
And Corbin is tired of Joe bowing down to his clients and serving bad food.
In my restaurant, it has to be what I want.
The team is down to its final days.
This is bull.
This last dish, the inspiration behind it was that photograph on the calendar that said the family meal.
Family meal, yep.
Your family meal, not so nice. You know what? That picture does not lie. The rice was flat, the potatoes are all full of chemicals. Who would want to eat that? So I wanted to create a new family meal. That's what this is all about. And it all starts with these big jugs of yours. One of the very first things that Paula and I truly enjoyed in that restaurant was that piri piri sauce. So I have to use that. We've got mild, medium, hot, and whoop ass.
Whoop ass.
You can tell it's all made from scratch.
It is.
You can't buy this stuff.
Yeah, you can't buy that stuff.
And this dish, I'm gonna be doing the cooking, but I want you to pick the sauce.
I'll pick the hot.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the baby we're gonna use. So we're gonna say goodbye to these. Now you had one commodity on your menu that was missing. I'll give you a hint.
Swims? No. Fish.
Right. So we're gonna cook with fresh sardines.
Very nice.
You pull anybody out of Portugal and you ask them what fish they eat, it's sardines. They love them. I have one with a head and 3 headless.
Oh my goodness. Will endear.
Okay, so this one we're gonna name Joe.
He looks cute. Personally, I don't think the sardines fit properly into the whole thing because Canadians don't really know how to eat bony fishes.
And then we also have squid and shrimp.
Love them.
A little extra virgin olive oil, these guys too. But I am gonna add a little bit of pepper. You wanna squirt some of that all over that on both of them. We're gonna let that just sit and marinate together for a bit.
Yep.
But in the meantime, we need to redo your rice, okay? So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in a pan, and I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in. Onions, leeks, celery, and carrots. I'm gonna put in some rice. Okay, chilies. And for more color, I'm gonna put in some cherry tomato halves, some more of that smoked paprika, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, 1 part rice, 1.5 part liquid. This is chicken stock. I turn the heat down, let it come up to the simmer. As soon as I see it bubbling, I leave the lid on and I shut it off. Joe, because this is all about you, we're gonna put you on first.
Good looking kid.
This one is Maria. What's your wife's name?
Maria.
Maria. And your mother-in-law, what's her name?
Maria.
Of course it is. Why haven't you put seafood like this on before?
I had to keep it as simple as possible because of the staff that I have. Let's put it simply. I've created recipes where it's 1 part this, 2 part that, and 3 part something else. And people mess it up.
The people he employs are slacking. I think he leaves, he walks out those doors, and they're like, see you later, Joe. I'll do my own damn thing.
We're down to the last couple of days, and we've been working nonstop, installing cabinets, painting, and getting all those damn tiles placed around the countertop. Between tiles and plates still to go up, there's no shortage of hand-painted Portuguese pattern everywhere you look.
Portuguese.
What is that?
It's a jar. It's a Portuguese hand-painted jar. Don't you think it's cool? It's a nice jar. So I found a lot of them, and I want to put them in the restaurant, so I want to put up some shelves.
Paula, don't you think you're taking it a little bit too far? Plates, jars, really? I think Paula has a plan B, and she thinks if her design doesn't work and the business fails, they can start a pottery shop.
Over the top is good. What do you mean?
It's a restaurant, you know. They're gonna be busy. They're gonna have a lot of people, high traffic, and these things break.
Yeah, they're a little delicate. I accept that. But, you know, at the end of the day, you break, you pay.
While that's doing, we're gonna do vegetables. So I've got peppers, I've got beans, I've got butternut squash, I've got broccoli, I've got turnip, I got rutabaga and cauliflower.
They look a lot better, and he's explaining to me how to cook with seasonal vegetables, which is really good.
Maria? Maria? Hey, Maria.
Hey, Joe.
Okay, now this is what I'm gonna have you do. Take a little bit of your hot piri piri and put it a little bit on top. This is your new potatoes, baby red potatoes, roasted with a little bit of paprika, Spanish onion, and your sliced chorizo.
Love them. 1,000 times better than those Parisian potatoes. I did it once because I ran out of the Parisian potatoes. There was mutiny.
I don't give a
Yeah. After so many punches, you kind of quiet it down a little bit. Really good. I have to learn to roll with punches from the customers now. Very, very good.
You know what? I am beating him up, but you know what? He's taking it, and you know what? Most guys would just say, you know what, Corbin.
Never had a sardine with piri sauce.
Really?
Really.
First time. So we throw the secret sauce on the sardines. We put it on the shrimp and the squid, and he's questioning, you know, is it going to taste good?
Very nice. Everything goes good with piri.
That's good.
Guess what? He loves it. Your carrots were overcooked and soggy. The other one part of your vegetable was overcooked.
Very nice.
The job here is done. I think Joe really does now kind of realize how bad his food is. I think he realizes the state that the business is in. And you know what? Sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom before you see where you need to go. All right, when you are gonna be in the kitchen next, when you get to see your beautiful restaurant, you're gonna recreate some of these dishes.
Looking forward to that.
Okay.
Yep.
Tick tock. Paula, sweetheart, you gotta hurry this up.
Well,
I have to put the glue on them, and the glue has to dry. She's put the plates all over the restaurant, and I need to finish the place. And I also need time to install them. I need to glue them down, I need to put hooks on them, I need to sand them and mix the glue, put it on. I still have a lot of work to do.
Maybe if you move out of my way, maybe I can do it.
If you're not gonna finish this, I'm not gonna put them up, and your inspiration is useless. Can you please hurry up?
Igor, you can't rush art. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes.
Less than a week ago, Chef Corbin and designer Paula went undercover,
Ay, ay, ay.
seized the restaurant,
And we're shutting you down.
took $15,000 from owner Joe's daughter,
Please just take this help.
and promised to do better.
New menu, new everything.
Now, having battled over the menu,
It's a big-ass roast beef sandwich.
I don't like it.
fought over the space,
Let's just go to the garbage.
This is bull.
the team is down to their final hour to pull this off.
You gotta hurry this up.
We're down to the last few hours. Besides putting all the plates on the wall, there is still a lot of work and final touches to do. We still have to put the shelf above the hood, where all these jugs are gonna be. We still have to do the chalkboard rooster. There's nothing on the fridges, there's nothing on the back wall yet, it's not accessories around. We're short for time and still a lot to do. Okay, we're about to see your new Portugril.
Oh, so excited.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Close your eyes. Just trust me.
Here, Joe. Here, Joe, to your left. To your left, buddy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes.
Oh my goodness. This is so Portuguese. This is amazing.
Oh, look up there. You.
This is incredible.
Come here, you.
This is incredible.
Oh,
You like
so
it?
Oh my
beautiful.
God. You hit it right on the money.
Hand-painted tiles from Portugal.
From
This
Portugal.
is incredible. Honest.
Yes.
Holy mackerel.
Beautiful.
So gorgeous. Thank you guys very much.
That's great. Look at that wall. That's beautiful.
You wanted a street in Portugal, you wanted to feel
That's
outside of
Lisbon.
Portugal?
That's Lisbon.
That's Lisbon there for you.
Ah.
You can look at Lisbon every day.
Thank you.
This is incredible.
You have a beautiful family. Now you've got a great family restaurant. But more importantly, it's a reflection of Portugal.
Don't know how to express myself. It's a little overwhelming.
Whenever I see my clients crying of happiness, I know I did my job right. Now, over to you, Corbin.
Joe, well, let's get cooking.
Let's cook.
When have you ever seen such beautiful little creatures sizzling away on a grill in your restaurant?
Never.
What's the name of your restaurant?
Portugril.
There you go. Now your customers can see everything that's happening. You can't hide away from anything now.
That's a fact.
Joe now gets it. He's had that aha moment where he's actually kind of like, you know what, Corbin, you're right. I've left Portugal, I'm back in town. You know what? I'm gonna go back in there and I'm gonna cook the way I want to and the way that Portugal is intended to be all about. Who's hungry?
Little bit of everything.
Yes, please.
It's the new Portugril. Thank
The
you.
new Portugal.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
Just that mushroom is, it's so flavorful. Honestly.
How can you make this
Just-
shrimp so good? What is in it?
Love. I am very, very ready to go into the future. I'm dying to see customers' reactions as they walk in through the door, reaction when they taste the food, the stories that we can share when they ask about the mural, and when our logo came to be a little taste of Portugal. That's exactly what I want you and everybody who walks through that door to feel. And it's here now. It's really here.
Saúde. Churrasco. Churrasco.
Since the restaurant takeover, definitely we've been considerably busy, both lunch and dinner. There's no comparison.
The days that were slower before have definitely picked up. We've definitely seen an increase in traffic coming in.
The new menu items were fantastic. Big fan of the seafood platter.
Yes, my dad has paid me back. The restaurant's doing fantastic, so it was a great investment.
I'm able to relax a little bit more and concentrate more on the restaurant, which really reflects on sales and people's satisfaction.